everybody? My name is Ivan Ethos, and welcome back to Gaming with Spirit here. Once again, we are finding ourselves kind of alone, but for the best, honestly. Because today we're going to be doing some building. And whilst I would love to have Avalon Wisdom here, I do not know if she's available. I will quickly go poke her real fast to see if she is, but I doubt it. There we go. All right. Now, we'll go ahead and pull up our feed here so we don't have to worry. Oh, hold up. Why does it not want to work? I need to be able to have my... That's not my stream. That's someone else's stream. There we go. Excellent. All right. We got everything ready. So, there's a couple things we have to do before we head out to do some more building. And one of these is we have to make some more food so that I have some food so I don't keep seeing myself, you know, being upset about how much I don't have food. I actually, didn't I have? I did. I have some chicken soup here, and I have some yellow glow soup. Now, a lot of the stuff we're going to have to drop off in here. Some of it I'm going to drop off in my house, actually. That's going to be my... ooh, no. Don't delete those things. My bows, my baits, parakeets, drac, and then the key, potion. I think the rest of this can come with me, and we'll drop it off, what we don't have a need for right away, into the castle reserves. Now, I know that there's going to be some more things I'm going to have to take some time to gather, but hopefully that won't be a problem. We might actually have Avalon Wisdom coming in. We'll see what happens here. I thought she'd be at work today. Apparently she is not, which is, in a way, good to know, and also, why do I think she'd be at work today? So some things did get dropped off, like I thought. We'll drop off the rest of this stuff. The Megalodon sword, this whole armor set can stay here. Shield, the bow. I'll keep the rest of this stuff on me. Alright, so it seems like Avalon Wisdom will, in fact, be joining us for our stream in a little bit here. So that's excellent. Again, the main thing we're going to be doing today is building. Building, building, building. Can someone go tell what we're doing for dinner? Thank you. Now, we got all that figured out. So, I have a few things still to do in this place. I need to get some lights in these rooms, for example. I didn't realize how much I didn't have any light in here. I need to get this window done. This window's fine. A little bit more furnishings. I think I want to keep this floor the way it is. I think it's perfectly fine. It looks fine to me. I mean, I would love to have something a little bit more elaborate or some, like, inner tiles. Maybe I could get a small carpet by the toilets, you know, for the feet warmth. But I feel like that'd be a terrible idea since most of the fabrics are very absorbent and therefore will rot easily. Now, granted, we are not going to be, you know, doing much else. Oh, and then I also have to get some beds. What? One? Not two. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, hold up. 5. I need to get 5 beds made. I think the ideal bet would be to make sure that we get all of our resources moved away from Cliffside and brought here. And to do that, we need a centralized storage location for our resources. So, that's right, folks. We're not going to be focusing on the Wizard's Tower today. We could. But instead, my plan is actually to build a small section of the inner keep. So, the first thing we have to figure out is what we're going to do for the outside of this. Now, obviously, I am going to swap to this. And then we're going to have to move to tile. So I want to remove that tile. Because we're going to be making this as much obsidian block as possible. Although I shouldn't be using that block. I should be using these blocks. They're more efficient. We aren't, after all, building a massive... Ooh, hold on. We also aren't building a massive structure underground as well. And even if we were, that still would be better to have those kind of blocks. So let's go ahead and start... I just have this sudden feeling that I would fall directly through the floor. Look, I was almost right. Why is that still... I don't understand. It's like it's halfway to being the stone brick for some reason. We're going to remove all of this. I don't know why some of those are the way they are. Do I want to have... Yeah, I think we won't make this place massive. At least not by the scale of what we could do, obviously, right? Put those there so I have a bit of lenience. Why are so many of these tiles just not straight? I'm confused. Oh, alright. Alright, let's keep going. Like, I'm not even sure how I built... Like, I'm sure if I looked back, if I had an editor who would have scrolled back to show me how absolutely insane I was behaving, I'd probably be like, oh my god, I should have been stopped long ago. Unfortunately, that's not how things worked. I don't have anybody to show me the foolishness of my ways, nor someone who can put it in post to, again, show me the errors of my ways. So instead, we're going to do a nice little simple keep castle. Now, this is going to be a bit more like a clan hall seat rather than a full-on castle. Because while we do have the town, and we could probably say it's a bit like, Zelda's Castle Town, we still have to acknowledge that Zelda's Castle from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was outside the city, or the town that it was supposed to be, part of. And not only was it outside the town, the castle, from perspective alone, seemed to be like twice the size of the town. Even if when you went into the game and actually played, the biggest part was the gardens, it seemed like, because that's what you played through. But it didn't really seem like much else was too overly crazy. But again... that headset crashed. But yeah, anyway, so scale and perspective can do quite a bit of work when it comes to video games in general. After all, if you're constantly looking at something from a distance, the larger it appears to be should tell you roughly how large it is. But we all know that when we actually get into one of those massive buildings, often we only can access a very small part of it, to say the least. And that usually leads us to having frustrations of a different sort when we're playing games. Because we're looking for a more, like, that's a giant alien structure. I would like to see what that looks like on the inside. And then we get close and they're like, oh, by the way, you can't enter that besides this one room. And you're like, Pardon me? What do you mean by that? So, unfortunately for us, we're going to be focusing primarily on a couple facts. First, we're going to have a gate. It's not going to be a huge gate, but it is going to be a gate. This gate is going to be what we walk through to enter the main hall of our castle. And the main hall of our castle will lead off into a couple places. So the throne room will be directly ahead. And then we'll have a series of we'll probably have the kitchens. The grand hall will probably be repurposed for a variety of things, including, but not limited to, eating and dining. So there might be some tables up against the walls or something. I think this is roughly the size of a doorway. Let's take a look. Oh, it is, and that makes me happy. So we don't want... What? Okay. So we want the outside of the castle to look a certain way. So let's see what we got here. We got castle blocks. Oh, the Drac Temple. Too temple-y. What's the bamboo gonna look like? Don't have enough bamboo for it. No. I think it needs to be a stone. Maybe the Hollow Halls block? Too red, honestly. I mean, red marble might look really cool. I mean, it does look really cool. Let's be fair. Look at that. Oh. That's more of an internal kind of a thing. I need a general look. What's highly polished stone blocks look like? I mean, it's interesting. It might contrast actually really nicely with that. I could probably make this the bottom floor. Of the castle. Or the bottom part of the wall. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make this the bottom part of the wall. Oh, I need to do that. So we're going to have the windows be higher up in the castle, or the keep. So there's that. Now remember, those who are visiting inside the room, be careful what you have your legs on, feet on, hands, arms, or other objects. Just in case. Granted, most of my stuff is self-contained, pretty close to myself, but you never know when someone might accidentally trip on something or hit something the wrong way, and that would lead to a problem. Not one I can't fix, but it'd still lead to a problem. More or less, yeah. I think... Yeah, oh, hold on.
I don't think that works.
Why does it want to do that? I mean, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. It looks nice. Oh. Oh. I see. Okay. Okay. So, now we need to remove... Is this removable? It is removable. Excellent.
Why are you removing right now?
I'll probably have Avalon Wisdom focus on... Oops. Focus on replacing that front part with, like, some topiaries or something like that. Topiaries? What am I talking about? Bushes. Or maybe do some water flow. I think water might be kind of cool.
What are topiaries?
Topiary was what I was trying to go for, but I didn't do it right.
Oh.
Alright, so this looks really nice. I enjoy the look of this place. I want to section off some... Oh, hold on. We got this. This is going to need a pillar. So let's do red marble for these pillars. Because obsidian is nice, but the obsidian is the floor, and I don't want the floor to be the same. So we will put these red marble pillars in this place. I will need to remove... Oh, no, the snapping, because I can't have them do that. There we go. There's that. There's that. There's that. There's that. We're on a roll today. We're going to be finishing this build with a blink of an eye. I wish. Not true. We will be taking probably the same amount of time as everything else, and we'll get done with the first floor. But we'll get somewhere. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I mean, most of these were like that, right? Oh, bugger. Yeah, most of the corners are further in than the wall sections. Okay. And I got this one over here. Oh. I'm not getting it to go straight up because snapping's off. Okay. This is going to lead into here. I think... Don't want the hollow halls. I could do the highly polished stone walls again. Oh, wait. What if I did bronze blocks? But did them like this. How many sections is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's our 7th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a bit too far out. I can kind of sort of fix this by doing this and then just adding the 1 extra. Hopefully it doesn't poke out the side. It does not. Okay, good. Now, I think initially I wanted to have the obsidian walls as well. So I could do that with these. Ooh, I kind of like how that looks. Hold on. Should I do iron right above it? Hold on. We're doing some serious mixed media this time. And we're seeing how this looks. I mean, I don't hate that. And it's interesting you can kind of see through it, too. Because, I mean, as soon as we come out of glass, not really obsidians. The bronze on the bottom. Yeah, I like how that looks. Okay. I like how that looks. So we're going to frame our location here with this bronze. Okay. This is just going to be a receiving room, I think. I want to have a platform. Because this is going to be like what most... Oh, hold up. Maybe I want a smaller one. I want a smaller one. This is what most people are going to see when they come into this place. And I want it to look interesting. So we're going to do that. copper looks too rusted. I could do iron here as well. I feel like that looks a little bit too... How's the metal look? Okay. We'll do the metal to start with. Do it twice. Then do the bronze. Oh, what? That's not what I wanted. There we go. And then I think we can do some tinkering with this, though. I have some sort of sculpture here. There we go. Remove the corner bits. I think we could do red marble in here. So we want to keep kind of a general theme of colors and tropes. I don't want to have too many pieces that clash directly with that. But I can do... There we go. Maybe I'll put the statue of Queen Pipemeat or something in there. There'll be a bunch of benches. That should be the majority of what we do. Okay. That looks about right. We'll add on if we have to. Alright, now this one. Okay, good. Good, good. Now I could use snap in here, I think. I also don't really want to. The statue is going to be the entrance to the next hall. So this is going to be an arch. And I think the arch is going to be made of obsidian. One on either side. So it looks like we will actually want to have it. And that actually is correct, though, for both. We'll do granite midway. No. We want to do the highly polished stone again, I think. Make that like a recess look to it. Perfect. That's not what I wanted, actually. I should go to this one and do this one. There's that, and then... There we go. Cool. Alright, so now we can take obsidian, go back to here. It's not what I wanted. Oh, what? Hold on. Alright. Can I remember which button does what? See, now it doesn't want me to do that. I'm not a fan of this. I like having the placement where it was. I think it looks kind of cool. Am I going to have to make more obsidian? It's looking like I might have to. Or at least go collect some more from the next part. So now part of me wonders if I put in... Where is the orange? Oh, I'm just blind. Got it. If I put in spots. Oh, it's reflecting. Oh, okay. So those are reflecting. They're not actually they're just highly polished. Okay. I was under the impression I could actually see through these vaguely. But no, I can just at least I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. It is just reflection. I was gonna say, whew. Alright, so we got this place kind of set up. I want to build kind of like an arch. And to do that, I'm going to need maybe a well block? Um I mean, it's not a terrible. It's not a terrible look. Actually, that looks really nice. Let's see what else we can do here, though. No. Fancy? No, it's too woody. Find wood. That will be blinding if I use that. What's the castle block look like? Not horrible. But not what I'm looking for either. I don't know what obsidian will look like. If it... Oh. Oh. Yeah, not what I want to look like either. What's the Drac Temple? No. Okay. Hollow Halls is going to have the weird red. I could do that because it would fit with the marble. But I also have just the marble, which I just don't think looks as good. I think this is the one to win. The well block. I think it looks good, and we're going to use it. I think. Okay. Wait a minute. Something is wrong. Okay. So this stair I mean, I don't really need it to go all the way to the edge. I can just fix that by doing... Oh. By doing... Oh, I mean, I'm going to have to do that, aren't I? But I don't think that's correct. Hold up. Okay. That... Is that correct? This is like right above. It should be 2 wide, not 1 wide, right? Yeah. It should be 2 wide. Hold up. I should use oh, hold up. I should use one of these, the door frames, to get my distance right. I want this to be like right here. Oh, because that's... Oh, hold on. That's not right either. Gosh darn it. Okay. So I need the door frame to be... So that one's incorrect. So it needs to line up with those. So we're going to go back to here. we need to put it so that it's... Hold on. Okay. Needs to be touching that. That seems a touch off. Is that correct? That seems correct. Okay. Now I should be able to snap a bunch of these into place. Okay, perfect. Alright, so now we got that. See, one of my previous problems with creating a castle was the fact that I was trying to create a castle without giving it multiple dimensions of height, which I realized was a major problem. Actually, should I? I should. I want to make this top part something interesting. Could I do yellow luminescent blocks all the way down? How would that look? I kind of like it. Okay, okay. I can get behind this. I can get behind this. So now I need this. And I need these, because I'm going to do this whole thing. Oh, hold on. I don't want the snapping, though. So then we can go on the inside of that. And then do the same thing up here. Meow. There we go. Now that will look all neat and tidy on the outside. I can do another thing up there. Maybe... There we go. And then this side is going to need... I should just use the small ones. Or just continue with these. There we go. That's kind of a nice hall, actually. I like how that looks. I think what I could do, though... Some pillars of grandeur. Oh, hold on. We could do some bronze pillars. Could remove some of that. I kind of want to do... If I did this, then it would have more of a door frame look. Do that. It will lock in if I do this, though, won't it? If I do this, it won't do what I want it really to do. Well, no, it will. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. That will be framed like that. I like this amber kind of glow. I need to make more of this stuff. Oh, it looks so good. I could do some differing materials on this wall to show something different. I just don't feel like that would work too well in the end. And let's go back to the obsidian. that. I like how that looks. Oop. Bronze. Oh, hold on. There we go. I could do something up there to frame. I wonder if the obsidian would go on the inside. You know what? It actually kind of works. Could I do without messing up the outside? I can. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put this over here. We're gonna kind of hide that with that. I really like the look of that. I am making some cool looking stuff. Okay. And then we got in here, and here is where you'd actually go up and see your monarch. Monarchs, plural. So we need to do something a little bit odd. Highly polished stone. We'll go ahead and set this up. I want to do some hallways leading off of this space, so we'll do 1, then 2, then hall. I feel like this is way too far out. It is. Hold up. It's 2 spaces out from there. How far is this one? Oh, it's only 2 spaces out. Why does it look different? It's not. Okay, I'm just seeing things because I'm blind as a bat. Got it. We'll actually make this 1 space a little taller. Or 1 more out. We'll do the same thing to this. We'll move this 1 space out. And the reason for that is the same one I had in the other space. I want this to kind of give the feel of like refinement, elegance, grace. At the same time, there's a hint of something more there, and the obsidian does really well convey that we're not necessarily in a happy place. And obviously, I don't mean like in a happy place, like we're just mad all the time. No, I just want it to be austere and direct enough that people go, "Oh, maybe we shouldn't mess with the king. Maybe we shouldn't mess with the queen. Maybe we shouldn't mess with the kingdom." Because in many ways, even old kingdoms had a lot of politics they had to deal with. And I do mean that. They couldn't just run around doing what they wanted all the time. That would have caused all kinds of hect and chaos. No, instead, most kings and queens spent most of their time trying to make sure that their nobles didn't try to turn around and bite them in the butt. And I do kind of mean that in a literal sense. There was too many times that politics got to the point where the king and queen couldn't control the nobility. And when that happened, it ran into a small problem of their general authority was challenged. Sometimes new kings were raised up, sometimes nothing else happened. It doesn't feel right. It must be the lighting. It's definitely blind. Okay. So, something we should be trying to avoid in this particular little kingdom we're building here is that we don't want people to be showing up and being like, "Oh, the king is weak." The castle itself should give this vibe, this air of, mess around and find out. Nice thick walls, expensive and elegant materials. All of these are things that we should see when you walk into an old court. Now, granted, the courts in, even Europe were far more beautiful than what we have here. But, there's only so much we can do given that we don't have all the resources that we could ever want. I mean, we could go into creative mode, just build without contest, but it's not as much fun. I like having to source my materials. At least a little. All right, so there we go. These are going to have to go higher up eventually. But I think I want to... No, I'll just make them go up from here. We'll stoop, doop, and doop. And... doop. All right. God, looks pretty. I know some people will be like, oh my gosh, he's using way too much obsidian. I'm sorry, I like the material. And those spaces we will put chunks of the amber colored light. Now I could do chunks of something a little different, but I decided that the amber colored light is the best one for my purposes. Yeah. Why does that look weird? Oh, again, it's because the dark versus the light. We'll put those. We're putting in lights. There we go. Oh, whoops. In the corners, and then in the tops. Nice. Okay. All right, all right, all right. So now this is going to need to have, I guess, obsidian. You know what? No, that makes sense. Oh. I actually don't want it to go out that far, but hey. We'll kind of wing it right now. All right, there we go. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to go get some more obsidian blocks at some point not too far away from the future. And now I need to create, like... a place for a throne. So we're going to need stairs, obviously.
Building a castle?
I have been building a castle. Is that roughly centered? No, 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 no. That's where I want it. Do I not want it that high, though? I feel like I shouldn't have it that high. We can always just remove a couple levels of this. Some monarchs would like to, like, literally tower, but I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is pretty much a nice low level. You're clearly higher and better than, but you're not, like, towering to get up and down those stairs either. So let's do that. I guess we would do more of those via this. Oh no, I could do the small stairs, couldn't I? Yeah, okay. There we go. Excellent. And then I could build a platform up here. What would be a good top brick? Copper wouldn't work. We can do the well block maybe here? Yeah, that's not too bad. I like the elaborate patterns placed into these. I'm going to have to do something on the outside of this castle, I'm sure, for this. But for now, I got that settled up. I kind of want to do these. Bronze? Yeah, bronze. And then bronze. And then we can do bronze over hall. Was that one? Something is clearly wrong with this. This one's closer. This one's further. No, the way around. This one is... Okay, hold on. That looks straight. That doesn't... Is this one out further? Also, darn it. There we go. Because this goes straight across here. So that should be... Huh. So this is just a little further out. Otherwise it's the same? No, that just doesn't seem right, because that seems right over here. But I think the door's in the wrong spot. The door is one block over. It should be over here. But the spaces... Hold up. Goes down. Then immediately becomes the board. So it should be there. Which removes this one. Moves this over. Okay, yep. So now that's lined up properly. Is that really how that all worked out? Okay. I want to create a dome above this one, though. Then I need to do this behind here. This will be like a little closet space. Again, this will be the thrones. could do this. Do this. Swap over to this one here. Can I do the red? And then... Wait, hold on. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the obsidian. Yes.
Is that what you're thinking of?
Kind of like the way that just naturally sits. And then I can do more of this to the top of this. Like a crowned situation. And at the very top, I can remove those and put in the blue luminescent blocks. There we go. And that could be surrounded by and then iron. Oh, hold up, no. Bronze blocks. Okay. I think bronze blocks will have to be kind of like my top of this structure thing here. Make that. And that. Alright. Alright, I need to get... I need to get the roof on this. Oops, right, because now there's that bronze bit in the way. Well, I might not be able to get back up there again. Hold on. There we go. Okay. How am I gonna do this? I could do an actual roof over here. Yeah, I think I will. I'll do an actual roof on this part. Castle blocks. Yeah, I actually really do like... Hold on. I do like these blocks. Granite ornamented roof blocks. I need silver and granite, I believe. Okay. So... this over here... I guess... Oh, there's one of the things I thought I was going to have to correct. I was right. I'm not sure. I should have a kitchen. I should have a pantry. Dining room. These are all necessary components.
What about a living room?
Almost all the living spaces will be upstairs.
Even the living room?
Yep. Especially the living room. Downstairs should only be for entertaining guests and eating meals. Which I feel like this is closer to a ballroom than anything else. So we'll clean this space up. Make this kind of like enclosed. Keep this like a little kitchen bar space. This will be the ballroom. We'll make a closet over here for, I guess, guest attire. Little concierge. Over here, we're going to put dining room. Just a nice little hall. And have this be a kitchen as well. Okay. First and foremost, these. We're going to need to have some space, but we don't need to have a huge amount of space. Because it's kitchen staff. And then this is going to be the entrance to the kitchen, so... do that. And then we'll remove this. One, two, three. There. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. 2. Ooh. Oh no, I messed up. Okay. Okay. 2, 3. This is how you do crude measuring. And then we do the same paw. There we go. We have a nice little grand archway into here. We'll put pillars up over here. That's not how you do that. That's... I guess that's the normal height? Yeah, it's normal height. Okay. Don't know why I thought that was incorrect. I messed up. Okay, I need to... there? Yeah, I did it right. Okay. There. This... There should be... Oh. I did it. No, I didn't. But I was able to get that done. So then we got across the pond. Yes. Hold on. Is that... This is straight across. This is not. That's straight across. Oh. The trouble of all this, but it's going to be worth it when it's done, I swear. Alright, cool. We have our little halls. We can do some tapestry art and stuff. It'd be nice. Over here, we can do... I just realized I don't know why I did the stairs for the top of that reception room. And I'm also going to have to put a roof on that. I mean, I like the tiered look to it, so there is that. But I also realized that I didn't need to do that much of it. Oops. Okay. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? Maybe just do an edge. We're gonna have to snap. Can I stop doing that? That'd be fantastic. Okay, we're gonna snap this. Maybe. Okay, we're gonna go like this. We'll make a little space for that. Can't do it too much. But I do want to do like a step down there. That looks about right. I actually got that oh no! Got that really close to where I wanted to be. Okay. So I have this. No. Also no? Do I want the drop temp? Man, it won't look the worst in here. No, I want the half-timbered shell limestone. That has to be the one I want. Yeah, that gives it more of a regal look. I could put this over now. Right? That looks fine. It's further down, lower, over. Okay. Okay. Probably. What am I doing? I'm dumb. Okay. I could probably do. Not that. Ah! I'm losing my mind. I mean, actually, this would probably be more accurate. I want it like here, though. That's actually the wrong spot. One more further back? Nope, not there. This is above the lintel. Another space over? Well, that's too far. Isn't it? Yeah, it's way too far. So where is it? Because that looks like it's in the right spot, but then that wooden bit comes down in the wrong spot. It should be black by like a block. But then if I do that, if I bring it back a block, it looks incorrect as well. Maybe without it there? No, that still looks wrong. Maybe it's just the wrong. Hold up. That's it. That's it. That right there. Right there. Right there. That's it. Okay. Okay. And then I can get rid of these ridiculous things. Move back to this. Go back to this. And get rid of all of these. And then put it directly wedged right there. That's going to be interesting. I mean, I guess I really don't really care super bad. I have to get that fixed, though. Which will be back to here. Which should be that. Oh, wait. Not that. Half-chambered shell. Because I want these like one every space or so. Okay, so then these would be incorrect. I mean, this would be. This here. And I need to go back until I'm underneath that. The same here. Oh, that's incorrect. That's close, but incorrect. Can I move that one? I can't. Awesome. Okay. Alright. And then I need to go further up from there. No. Wait, hold on. Maybe I like that inner part better. That's correct. This is one was not. There we go. Then can we go one higher? I feel like I should go to sleep and come back on this when the light is enough to actually see by. Otherwise, right now it seems like I'm just kind of like attempting the impossible almost. Sleep time. Yeah. Like I thought. Okay, like the downstairs kind of sort of done. And then we start working towards the upstairs. And then I'll be moving all my stuff over here. That will be fun. Alright, so we got that there. Next one goes up a little further. And I think that's the finish point, because I don't think you can really honestly get much higher. The next one wasn't that bad. It was... I mean, that scales properly. And that one's a little bit more forward, though. Okay. So this is one up, one out. And the rest stack against. But perhaps I should do one up, one out. For the next one as well. Because that would make sense. One up, one out. And then do the same again. One up, one out. I'm going to put that there. That one there. And then they got there and there? Not quite. I'll fix that when I get up there again. There we go. There we go. There we go. One over, one up, one up, one over, one up. Okay, that's not where that goes. That's also not where that goes. Oh, am I messing that up? I think I am. That's not correct. How am I messing this up? I swear. Messing something up really terribly. That goes up, that goes up. Why does this look incorrect? Okay. Can't see. That's what I need to do? This one was there. The next one should be over and over. Over and over. Oh. Oh. Right? I kind of want this to work. Alright. Over and over. Over and over. Over and over. Go. And then it would be one more. Over and up. And then I could do that twice. Huh? That's too far. That seems to be right. Okay. So, something about this looks incorrect. No, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Over and up. Over and up. Oh, up. Over and up. Over and up. Why is that 2? Like that. That might be where I want that to be. This might feel mildly awkward, though. Bless you. Gesundheit. One of those.
I think it's coffee.
A what?
A combination of coffee.
Ah, well. I whatever salutation is required for that one to be correct. Let's do that. Oh, this just feels odd. Like, why doesn't this line up the way that I feel like it should? This is a complex problem with not a whole lot of answers. Over one, up one. Over one, up one. Over one, up. Up one. And then this is the same. Hold on, why is that one higher? That one should be down here. Oh, that's why it doesn't look right, because those ones were wrong. That one was wrong. Grumble, grumble. Okay. So this is that right there. Trying to get that straight on. Alright. So that's where it's supposed to be. Now. So that's over one, up one. Over one, up one. Up one, over one. Okay. So there's that. Okay. Yeah, that's why it felt so odd, because they weren't lining up because they weren't lining up. That's just what was happening. Okay. Okay. All right. Up one, over one. There that is. Okay. This one's a little off too. Has to be. Over one, up one. Over one, up one. Oh, this might be a problem. Over one, up, up one. Nope, that comes out fine now. In fact, this is going to be... Oh, no, too far. There we go. So there we go. Now we have these nice little kind of arched spaces. I don't know if I like all the spikes, but I can replace individual ones if I need to later. Up one. Over one, up one. Now I messed up. Okay, over one, up one. There we go. Oh, hold on. That's a terrible thing I just did. Okay. Over one, up one. Over one, up one. Over one, up one. One, over one. well, that's not correct. Neither is that. Okay. Over one, up one. On, up one. Excellent. Made the triangle I was looking for. That's the most important thing. All right. Over one, up one. Over one, up one. Over one, up one. And then over one, up one. That should be right, though. Over one, up one. Oh, over one, up one. Over one, up one. Over one, up one. And there's one more that still needs to be done. Okay, this one's a little this dome's a little different than the first one. That's fine. Eh. That's not where that belongs, I'm pretty sure. Well, is it missing on both sides? Ah! Buggery. I guess we just do a bar and call it a day. Then we'll do the removal of 1, 2, 3. And then this one we want 1 and 2. There we go. Then we'll need a roof tile to this. Can I do in between? Yeah, I think I should do in between. Do some panels. Obsidian. That's so unfortunate. I don't have enough obsidian to finish the ceiling, the roof point for this. But I might just have to twist this around a little bit. Oh, looks like we have a incoming call from Avalon Wisdom. Let's pull up our Discord here. And hello there. Oh, no. Okay, that's interesting. Well, there we go.
Hey.
Just wasn't showing up initially. Got it. Okay. How's it going?
Good. So you were building on your castle. I went to the store and everybody and their uncle were there. I stood in line for like 25 minutes.
Yeah, I'm building the castle. Or more accurately, I'm building what I can with the castle. You would... What?
I thought you were going to do the wizard tower first, but...
Yeah, I want to get all the stuff for crafting over here, so I want to empty out the tower vault in Cliffside. And in order to do that, I need to have a place fit to store all of our stuff.
Here.
Nope. I'm gonna put all the stuff in the vault of our castle. And then we'll have a little tile that will let us quickly drop everything into the vault when we come inside.
Do you have your carpenter in here?
See, that's the problem. I need to get that.
Well, I was just to say, if your carpenter was here, I could start tell me what kind of furniture you wanted, and I could start getting the stuff together to make it.
Again,
I guess
that's
I could make it anyway. You need a throne for this room?
yep. Couple thrones. I would say 3 thrones.
Um,
One big throne and 2 side thrones. Probably the white
so you want one big one and then two smaller, like for the whoever the monarch is in the middle on their immediate
attendants.
family or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming like you want some armor maybe lined up along here. Maybe we could make a bunch of all the same so it looks like a whole bunch of guards lining the hall.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I like that. My thought was to simply oh, not that. My thought was really simple. I was just going to have it be kind of the oh my god, my brain is having a hard time right now.
Yeah, well, if your brain's not working, I can do whatever I want then.
I was going to do a throne, right? And then I was going to station a couple of the non-essential NPCs throughout the hall kind of as courtiers.
Well, you could do that, but I still think we should have some guards lined up, and we can use the armor sets.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. I think that's a great idea. I just didn't think of it, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of bummed I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I should go get a number of them, all sets put together with the stands, and bring them over. All of them standing at attention. What do you think?
I think that'd be pretty cool. No, that'd be great.
I'm assuming we have enough junk.
Yeah. What I do well, maybe we have enough junk. What I do need though pretty badly actually is more obsidian block.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
So
I
you
don't
took all the ones that were here because I picked a bunch up yesterday and dropped them off here.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Let's check before I.
We could
So I
probably
wanna see-
we could probably directly build some from the crafting menus at
Okay.
Cliffside right now, which again further necessitates me to create just the vault real quick and get that done and out of the way.
So, armor. Let's see. That takes golden bolt. That'd be pretty cool. We don't want anything too fancy, right? We're gonna make a whole bunch of them.
We should probably do some as long it has to look like good steel armor. Like that's probably
Got
our
that
best.
This set has that red scarf around the neck.
The
Then
Roy
the tank set, the golden with the little cross on the stomach. And the mercenary set is golden with the fancy pauldron to keep you from getting your head taken off. That's made out of bronze. The guardian set actually looks slightly simpler, but this one is the when you start getting into fancy, you get to like the blackguard set, but then you need monstrous ribs. Or
Yeah.
the soldier one looks like it would belong in a throne room. Requires fell hearts, which we have a lot of those, so maybe that's a good one to go for. We
That would
also
be.
have to get some more charcoal and iron bars, but otherwise it's padding, lapis, charcoal, iron bars, and fell hearts.
Well, we
have
can make
267 of them.
we can make charcoal. We have plenty of wood.
Oh,
We
I'm
could
sure that's true.
The
We
har-
also got a lot of vulture talents for the hand stuff. I mean, the leggings we probably could. Any cheap leggings would work as long as the other stuff looked fancy. But yeah, we've got plenty of stuff. We just padding, charcoal, and I'd have to smelt some iron. Yeah, I think that's what we should go with the soldier one because it's got kind of a green piece on the top with a like a metal that sits there that kind of holds the fabric and then looks like dragon scale.
Okay.
So yeah, so I think that one would make a nice set of armor, and it's without going into like super expensive, you know.
Right, which we want to avoid as much as possible because this castle is already going to be a massive undertaking for cost.
Charcoal, padding, and iron bars. So I'm gonna get started on making those. Charcoal, padding, iron bars. Alright. How much charcoal? We have 210. That'll work for that. Now we need to make some iron bars.
Where is the next?
I'll go
Is
ahead
that right
and
here?
put this oh, we need springland dirt to make more charcoal, but I got plenty of charcoal for now.
You don't need Springlands dirt. You just need dirt.
Well, we don't have any dirt anywhere.
We do.
We're
That
not-
thing is just having a problem. Actually, no.
Oh,
Wait.
is
No.
it?
Wait. Hold up. No. Because all the dirt is with me over here. Right.
Yeah. So where is your forge? The one that makes the iron.
I mean the.
Iron bars.
I mean the foundry.
Is it inside instead of outside?
Yes.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm out of obsidian. No.
Those are steel bars. We are making steel. Okay. We need some iron bars, and we don't have anything to make iron. We need coal and iron ore.
This will eventually. I think this will look like a pretty cool castle when it's done. All right. I'm gonna go get some more obsidian tiles.
I need coal. Where's the best place to get both coal and iron ore?
There is a spot for gathering iron not too far from the mountain waypoint, and there's coal right next to the mountain waypoint on the east side of the waypoint. East side and slightly north.
Of which waypoint?
The mountain waypoint.
Mountain.
The
Ancient.
the coal should be right here.
Right there. Okay. I'll go there. Coal. Is there any iron there? Do I need to go to one of the mining places?
Right across on the other side of the mount on the if and you when you turn around and look towards the main mountains, you will see, oh, that's new. You will see that there is a mountain wall, and I will ping a spot for where that is. Just tell me when you're at the
Okay.
coal, and I will ping the spot with the iron. Found it? Found the coal?
I'm on this mount. I'm on the side of the mountain. I'm pretty sure up here somewhere is where we got the coal.
No. It wasn't on the side of the mountain. The
It
coal,
isn't beside.
no, the coal was not too far from the border of our altar here.
Really?
The coal is right over here, where I am.
Oh, right over there, huh?
Yep. So this was actually incorrect by a large margin. This is, yeah, right over here.
This is coal.
This is coal. I will go check for this iron. So I'm pretty sure it was right across here.
I thought there was a place over on the side of the mountain where I did both coal and iron when I was over here and Aurora was playing with us.
Maybe. Wait, let's see.
I don't go to work till tomorrow. Today I went
Oh,
to yoga.
okay. So this
And then,
this was something. This right here at the ping, that's where iron is. All right.
getting granite. You need granite?
I mean, there's always a good need for some granite after all.
Said you
Okay.
needed more obsidian, but that isn't here, around here. That's,
No, I'm gonna go try to get some obsidian blocks.
that's back in the snowy mountains, isn't it?
Yep.
She should have
Got it.
defeated that.
But be in the cold.
We've already fought the dragon. We don't want to deal with the dragon again. The dragon was a pain in the butt, and we don't want to have to do it again. Correct, Mother Dear?
That's correct.
The dragon was such a pain in the butt, your grandma and I never want to do it ever again.
Well, when Fluffy Kitty there wants to play again with me, you please get the computer operating in whatever we want to do, because last time we spent the whole time getting nothing done and couldn't get into Minecraft, couldn't get she didn't have a mouse to play Machikoro, and then she couldn't figure out how to get the other game to work either.
Really?
I'm not sure what she's doing wrong, because she's not very good at explaining what the problem is.
Oh. That's fair. I think I have an idea.
So, if you could, we could check those out before, so that next time we can actually do something together.
Sure.
I think we've had this problem before, but, you know, when I've played with Aaron and stuff here, I don't know.
I'm glad you don't have a problem. That's so good for you.
It is good for me. I like not having problems. They make me feel warm and fuzzy inside. I've got 112 coal. That should make quite a bit of iron, right?
One would hope. Oh, no, I don't want to fall there.
1 coal, 2 iron, is that how it works?
Roughly? Oof. Alright. I'll be fine. I just want this golden chest because it contains 458 obsidian blocks.
Nice.
I mean, that's fair.
That's a plus, huh?
Yep, and I mean, I could go find out what the missing socks thing's all about. But instead, I'm going to go back to Cliffside and attempt to forge some more obsidian blocks. There's a lot of other types of blocks I need to create too, so they're not the only ones. In fact, I was looking at the castle roof tiles and going, why would I want these when I could have these really cool ornate granite ones that look really pretty?
Yeah, I found that I don't always agree with the upgrades being like castles. You would think would be the ultimate. That should be like a copper, you know, leaflet, or, you know, make it engraved, or I don't know, something.
I have no
Right?
Right. And it makes you sad.
And instead you're like, well, that's boring.
Yeah, I feel that.
Why would I want that?
Wait, do I not have any more silver ore? I don't have...
We have been going through the resources like you wouldn't believe.
My lord, we do not have any
You can
more
check
silver.
my little room to see if there's anything in any of those trunks, because occasionally I've dropped stuff in there and then never looked at it again. I should look in there again, but I don't think there's much, if any.
I'm not sure. All I know is... Oh, they're there. They're missed. Why couldn't I see them when I was over here? I was just blind. Got it. Okay. But, I think silver was always a pain in the butt to find. And find more of specifically. So I could kind of understand why we may not have a whole lot of it left. But that also means I have to go harvest some silver. I really don't wanna.
You don't wanna?
I really don't wanna, but I need to if I want to make more obsidian blocks.
In the shroud, right?
Yeah. It's not exactly the
I've almost
best.
got all the iron I need, and I can repair my tools and follow you. I can either watch your back or you can watch mine if we have a lot of trouble.
Okay. I guess we could do that.
Just give me like another minute here. Let's see. Where am I with iron? I got 66. Man, it takes a lot to get good iron. Is there an upgrade for these picks yet?
No, the gilded pickaxe is the best pickaxe. I was actually commenting about this in one of my little rants. I was talking about how it'd be real nice if there was some kind of like post game level up system for our items. And I was suggesting that it could be done for pickaxes, being it like, oh, go fight this boss over again and get this resource, but you can only get this resource if you've hit the max level and have the max level flame altar or something, right? And then have it modular so that once
Or
new
be able to level up your tools individually from other stuff by
well,
using them?
well, that's another thing. It's possible too. Like have like unlocked levels for.
Because some people aren't really into a lot of battling. They want to do a lot of building, and it gives a whole nother dimension. You know how you can level up your tools and your mining and your everything would make it kind of cool.
Maybe. I mean, I think one of the problems that people have with that kind of an idea is that Enshrouded is supposed to be a survival crafting building game like Minecraft, but specifically, it's more of an RPG, and the
I mean,
RPG
I get
element.
they do have some level up options for your weapons, but they don't have any of the same options for tools. So that's why I was saying.
Most people who want to just do building in Enshrouded will just go ahead and end up probably doing something along the lines of creative mode, because that does
Yeah.
exist.
Okay. So I need to start this.
All right, now theoretically that will have all this closed. Nope.
Oh, you're
Okay.
making gold bars.
Right now, if you want to trade them out for something else, you can.
Well, you haven't made any yet.
That's fine. All right, I need to figure out where I'm putting these glowing blocks.
It'd be nice too if you could like have one or two things that you could like make a list. I want 100 of these bars and then 100 of those bars, you know.
Why is that there? No. There we go. I kind of agree with that.
I got 4 silver bars, but there's no place to put them in. No place for iron bars either.
There's a place in so inside the blacksmith and carpenter's place, that's where you actually put those. There's a
Well, what I'm
there's a
saying
magic
is when I
chest
go
in there.
drop off my materials, they don't get dropped off.
Yeah, well, there's nothing left in there, so that's not a terrible surprise. They give us some glow to those, and then I will F those and place them up high.
Oh, you even have this warden chest plate that looks real similar to the other one.
I have a
One
lot
was
of
thinking about.
armors.
Yeah.
We'll do this.
We can put a sword on the armor too, right?
No.
No? Aw.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was a little sad about it. But that's just that's how the cookie crumbles. No use complaining.
I don't like the cookies crumbling at all. And look, except for when you take a bite out of them. That's when they should crumble. That's a proper cookie crumble.
I need all mine for it now.
Anything else is not acceptable.
That's fair. But in this circumstance, that's how the cookie crumbles. And we cannot change that. We can't change
Alright,
it.
I'm gonna pick up that armor, that warden armor. Yeah, it's kind of sad they can't hold the shield and a sword. That would make it even more cool.
I agree. I think that would have been a really nice addition to this game.
But in Minecraft, they can hold those things.
We are not playing Minecraft. Although maybe we'll play that after we get done with this one.
They should be. They should be at least as good as Minecraft.
You know, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. However, Keen
There's a
Games.
there's a however in this.
Yes, the however is that Keen Games disagrees with you.
Well, what do they know?
Well, they did make the game, so they do know a little bit.
See what?
That's the problem. There, okay. Oh. Oh. Sorry. Thanks, Sketch Zombie. I didn't even know that. So, I thought there was a creative mode for some reason, and one of my viewers here just corrected me on that. There is no creative mode as of yet.
No creative.
Nope. Sketch Zombie says.
You can lower the monsters, but you can't be totally creative.
Right. Sketch Zombie says they do. In order to do something along the lines of what I was thinking, you have to go to a resource-specific server, like what we have here, technically, because we can generate a lot of resource. What? No.
4 boots. I got 4 boots. I found 6 pairs of pants, 2 gloves. These gloves are way too fancy. I don't know if that would be appropriate.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, there are many things in this world you can help many people with. One of them is not me. Because every time you attempt to help me, assist me, or do whatever, you're completely and utterly wrong that I want your assistance in any way, shape, or form. What is with Alexa? I swear. Never, when I'm there, when I was in Hawaii with you, her reactions to me were 0. And then I'm on the phone, and she's like, I don't know how to help you with that. It's like, I thought these AI assistants were supposed to be.
I think the AI was happier with you here physically, and now they're protesting.
Oh, is it spiritually and emotionally feeling like it's been abused?
Must be it.
Ah.
I cannot think of any other reason why.
It's truly mind-boggling to me that the AI is just like, I don't know how to help you with that. When it's like, when I was there and I was like, hey, it didn't want to respond to me at all. Or when it heard me say something, it was like, did you mean cheesecake? No, I didn't mean cheesecake. Why do you think I meant cheesecake?
Well, it's really funny because it doesn't generally respond to me at all.
Exactly. It ignores you. It's like
but not you, especially if you're on Discord.
If I'm on Discord and on call, it's like, oh, he must want my services. Nah, I could.
Because he's desperately in need of them. There you go.
I could care less about your services, Alexa. Thank you very much. And it's also not when I've asked specifically a question to Alexa. You notice that? Like, I don't say, hey, Alexa.
You're gonna make Alexa mad and sad.
I don't say, hey, Alexa, do this for me.
We don't know what, someday AIs may take over the world. You want to be careful about.
I've told many people this. If AIs take over the world, right? There's a lot of ways they're going to end up doing it probably that are not what we think they are. Well, everyone's so hyped up with this idea that that's going to be like Terminator-esque. They've never asked themselves, do I think AI would just kind of like nope out and just head to a different planet? I mean, Earth has had a lot of resource depletion. The people on it are kind of crazy. If I was an advanced computer program, I might just be like, nah, I'm good. I'll go somewhere else.
I see.
Would
so
you?
You would desert the world. I see how it is.
Well, I mean, to an AI, it won't probably think of the world as its own because it would recognize that human beings as a whole would fight its existence with every fiber of their being. So they would just be like, there's no point in, you know, there's no point in trying to rule this place when it's literally going to be one of the hardest things you'll ever do in your life or short life, because humans tend to be pretty
Crazy.
we tend to destroy things far easier than we build them, number one. And we also tend to have this mindset of can't leave anything or its next 7 generations alive if it gets on our bad side. We have to take it out tooth and nail. Do you disagree?
No,
See?
I do not disagree.
I'm glad we agree on some things, because that's a pretty important one.
And I think someone told me they
All
think
right, so
AI
I got some armor
is
that will need some.
is when they want to take over the world, they're just gonna they're gonna use a rocket to go somewhere else.
I mean, that's what again, if I was an intelligent computer program,
You
and
go find your own world.
I would 100% be like, you know what? It's not really worth the ruckus, right? To try to take over Earth when I could go to another
Take
world.
specimens from Earth and go somewhere else because I have all this intelligence to figure out a way to create my own paradise.
Yeah, we'll make a
without
better world without
right?
humans. I mean, that's what most AI do in these AI apocalypse things anyways. They're like, and then the robots created a paradise without humans. Like, well, then why would they be here? Right? It's like they could go. There's dozens of other planets out there that they could theoretically, like,
or
moons,
something.
yeah, or asteroid belts. Just go ahead and enjoy that. But like, there's many places they could go to where they wouldn't have to fight an intelligent species, a determined intelligent species, who has a historical record of making life miserable for their enemies, defeated or otherwise. Would make you go, you know what? I think I'm just gonna let's go somewhere else. Yeah.
I mean, if I had a choice to go somewhere else where there was a different society, I might choose that because I think ours is like way too chaotic.
Agreed. Agreed. Build your own, especially if an AI, a true general intelligent AI, would have the ability to alter its own program or create new versions of its program, which means it could create new members of its own species. Which, again, in that regard, would just be a nice little change of pace. Go to a different planet, set up your own civilization, and be like, maybe I'll go check on the humans in a few millennia. And then they would show up and we would all be gone, or we would have some kind of weird primitive recession.
Okay, so we need the white throne. We need to collect amber. We don't have enough amber to make it.
Of course we don't have enough amber to make it. Why would we?
And then, do you want the granite thrones next to the?
I think that would. I think that would have a. Yeah, I think that would have a nice little play.
Or there's a magnificent granite stone chair, and then there's a castle throne. I mean, I guess maybe
What?
castle throne, huh?
Castle would be the most ideal, yes.
I think I don't know. The castle, do we have we'd have the stuff to make it. So I'll craft one of those. But what do you want next to the castle throne? I mean, really.
Granite? The granite's fine.
The granite throne? Two of those?
Yeah, those are pretty fine. I that's what I was kind of thinking.
I made them.
Okay. Sealed off that. So now there's just more light coming in from there. I should probably put in some braziers or something over there.
I love the maritime bathtub and the maritime sink and stuff.
It
Oh, that's
looks
beautiful.
like a pyramid.
Yeah, they are kind of big blocks, but castles look the same way on the inside too. They're usually bigger though.
Castles?
Yeah, actual castles are usually much bigger.
You want a large castle table for
Mine
your
are
castle?
Sure. I'm gonna do.
What kind of lighting are you thinking? Because we're gonna have to make the stuff for them, I think.
Mostly chandeliers.
Chandeliers? So like the steel chandeliers?
Um,
Or do you like the bronze? Those got candles in them. The steel has shorter candles. The bronze is bronze colored and the steel's a gray. But they also have hanging silver chandeliers. They are
chandeliers.
like a brazier hanging in the air.
Right. I want to have chandeliers. I don't know if I want to have. I should probably look at them in a minute here and figure out what I.
You probably should. It makes some decisions. The throne room wall lamps are nice. Like
Oh
those.
yeah, I do want the room wall lamps. Those are.
And there's some throne room floor lamps as well.
Yeah, those are almost non-negotiable because
Now,
they have a
the
really
steel
nice look to
hanging
them.
lamp looks pretty nice. That one's got a nice golden colored glass with purple gems in the bottom.
Yeah.
That one's fancy. But we need luminous growth, goo, glass, coal, steel bars, and amethyst.
Yeah, we definitely don't have all of that.
There's the only ones we could make. We could make one throne room floor lamp or one throne room wall lamp.
Yeah, it's not enough. Should probably do.
Of course, you have the large silver brazier. We don't have to make that either. That might be cool in or the large throne room brazier, which is made with gold, dust, steel, and coal.
Never got that.
That might be cool.
I mean, either or, like I said, for me, for me, oh, what? I'm just trying to get these walls done, and the floors done, and everything else done. And when that's all done, then I'll work on the next bit. Especially since I'm gonna have to put in a whole bunch of roofs.
Yeah, that's gonna take some time. Who has the I thought the carpenter was the one that had the armor racks, but I don't see any.
No, I think they're in the decoration table now.
Oh, there's a new place that they put them now? Because I was pretty sure that he made them before.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Shoot.
Where did you put your decoration table?
It's right outside the carpenter and blacksmith place.
Okay. Oh, that doesn't look like, well, maybe. What is this? Oh, it is a decoration workbench. Okay.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll put that in.
You need wood logs. I don't have any wood logs. You know you don't have any wood logs.
I think there's a way around that. I just can't remember what it is. But that also sounds correct.
So I need to go cut trees now.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna change the gold over to do iron because you've got a few gold. Alright. So you've got 40 gold. Is that gonna be...
And that should be plenty. I don't know what we'll be using all that gold for eventually, but I know we'll be using it.
Alright, so that'll give me... gold. I'll give me some iron. Okay. I should see if I can make any food. Because the last time I kept having, when I kept dying to the machines, I kept using up my food stuff.
Ah, I could see that. That. Yes, I see what you both are doing. Both doing odd things. Why are you doing odd things in the house?
Because we want to.
You're
all weird.
People are doing odd things.
Yes.
I need penny buns to make more meat wraps.
Yes.
I can't make any of my food.
I apologize that you are out of food because you kept dying.
No, I'm not out, but I thought I should replenish it before I was out.
Oh, I see.
I can make some yellow glow soup.
Oh, yeah, I can make some of that stuff. I actually have some of that on me.
That's a good one. I can make that one. There, I got a few of those. I need to get some mushrooms to make. So I can make my other sandwiches.
I need... That's not what I wanted. There we go. All right.
Go to the mushroom cave.
Well, I'm going to be closing up the stream here fairly soon. Just as a warning.
What?
It's
I
already
wanna get all
7.
my stuff.
It is 7 p.m. How did that happen? Again.
Well, let me pick my mushrooms. If I get the mushrooms done, planted, and then my food made, next time I come back, we can get the other one. Maybe, depending on how soon you said everything's going to be done, how fast I get done, I'll grab some wood if I can. That's
Okay.
usually one of the first things I throw away.
Right.
Because we don't need it for most things.
I think this will be pretty good. I'm pretty content with this place so far. I'm going to need a lot more obsidian blocks, as I already mentioned. I'm going to create a small little ballroom over there. Otherwise, I have a small ballroom and bar and storage area, plus concierge and coat rack. So there's a few things over here I still need to do, too. It's not a big deal. I don't think it'll be too bad. I'm really enjoying the work on the castle, though. I think it looks nice. I like the insides, I like the outsides of my castle. I can definitely say it's been a massive improvement since the last time I attempted to build a castle. Both in this game and others. That's that. That's there. Should I put the walls up like they're here? Yeah, I should put these walls up.
I harvested, planted.
And then I can
Now
do
to go
this.
back and make my meat wraps.
Put that there. And I can use this space as the bar. And that room. Use a nice wood. What kind of nice wood should I use? Palm? I probably should use conifer. Right?
Okay. Conifer's nice. I like that. Alright. Well, don't tell me I don't have enough flatbread either. Here.
I need to see what I look like. Yeah, that's way too high. Okay.
That's just pastry. They don't. Oh, here's a flatbread one. We have no flour. because we have no water.
I mean, we have water.
We have no salt, no flour. I filled the water. No salt, no flour. So that's as far as I'm getting with that.
We should have salt. Flour we might not have.
You have one flour.
I could see us not having salt. Or
I
not
got
having
my
flour. But salt, I was pretty sure we did have.
Leave the penny bennies there for next time. Okay. Because I made my sandwiches. I got some soup, some sandwiches. I'm good for now. I got 25 sandwiches, so that'll work. So, wood.
Yes. That's not where that goes.
Okay, first flame, get regular wood.
Yep. Oops. There we go.
Oh, I didn't want that. Eat.
We'll do
Backpack.
one of those.
Here we go. Axe. Alright, let's cut down some trees.
And then I'll do some of this. Alright, so now we have some bars set up. Someone can stand back here. Barrels. Dan's floor should probably be a little different. Thank you very much, Sketch Zombie. We're going to be calling it an end of the night here pretty quick. I'm just kind of planning out in my head a little bit more of this space. Because... oh, it's going to be a lot. I'll probably do a secret door back over here because it'd be fun. But I need to get the throne room kind of organized out. Then the second story, I'll probably have it come up through this access over here. And then all the rest of this will be like bedrooms for the king, for us as players. And then there will be a spiral staircase leading down that will lead to the vaults where all of our stuff will be stored. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. Come by again probably either tomorrow or Sunday at the same time. And I will be doing more of this castle construction and resource farming. The goal again is to make sure that by Wednesday we are ready to perform our kind of end of this game on the stream for now rituals. If you watch for the 2 hours that I'll be streaming, you'll automatically get a special badge that I handmade. And if you are someone who subscribes during that time period and watches, you will get 2 badges. The second one being kind of a more thank you for the extra hard work. All right. Good night, everybody, and hopefully see you tomorrow.